How many people remember Johnathan Kleck and his demonstration of the explosion of the Twin Towers on the $20 bill? He also claimed that the Hoover Dam would break open, and he demonstrated this by folding a $50 bill. As you may have heard, there was an explosion today at the Hoover Dam. It didn't destroy the Hoover Dam, but it definitely threatens the integrity of the dam. So I'm a little concerned.
On that, there's just been an incident here.
My goodness, something's just blown up.
Explosion and a fire. We're going to be leaving now, so we don't get trapped in here.
Something has just blown up.
Yeah. Folks, get your video on that. There's just been an incident here.
My goodness, something's just blown up.
Explosion and a fire. We're going to be leaving now, so we don't get trapped in here.
Something has just blown up.
Yeah.
I'm going to share with you now Jonathan's revelation about the $50 bill.
So anyway, let's continue. I want to show you where this goes now. Okay, so let's take this $50 bill and let's turn it into a pentagram, and let's turn the pentagram upside down. And I have that image right here. Okay, so here's the image of this 50. And I'm sorry that there's a little gap. I didn't have it squeezed together real tight on this. But here is the water containment made by those two lines. Now, this is the other $50 bill. I want you to look at the difference in patterns. This one does not have the water containment. Let me show you. I'll do it with the arrow. You see the water containment made right there? That was produced by the two lines that surround the oval. That makes this water containment across the top of the Hoover Dam. Now let's go over to the other one. It is missing. Now let's change the magnification. By the way, this is water flowing over the dam. Look at under the exact same magnification. This one has this image, and this one has this. Looks okay, but let's change the magnification. Let's do this. This still looks like water flowing. Wow, there's that scalar attack. And let's look right here. That still shows water. See it? Coming here and coming here. Look at the direction of all the lines. They're all moving in the direction water would be moving over a dam. Wow, but why doesn't this one have the same thing? This is part of the green area I showed you. I'm going to show you again. I'm going to do this. This is important. I'll do it right here. Remember the green area right here? See that green area? That's up against the edge of the vertical side of the dam. There it is. It's the same here. See it? Why is this green area and this green area under magnification? Why does this one have all these lines that are unidirectional? Because it was done with intent. The artist that produced these had to do it with intent. So it produces this. Now let's watch the scalar attack on this image. There you go. There it is. Now here's the thing. Every time you look at this image, look how it stays looking like water. Isn't that amazing? What do you think the odds of that are? After just watching everything I showed you. Now here's what they'll do. Then they're going to blame it on someone. They're going to have another story they can't explain. And everyone, because we have the NDAA and the NDRP and HR 347, you're not even allowed to speak out against the government now. So you'll be hauled off to your totalitarian FEMA camp and you'll be summarily executed with the rest of the gang. That's what's coming for you.
Okay, let's take a look at his other predictions, if you're not familiar with them already. And I just want to make a disclaimer here. I do not consider him a prophet because he has said certain things would happen on certain dates because of his discoveries. I just don't believe he should have been date setting. So that was a mistake on his part, but I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater because I really do think he had good insight as to these hidden pictures in these dollar bills.
Here is an image of the actual Twin Towers. I want you to look at the points of explosion. There's one up high and one down low. You see it? Okay, now let's go to what's in my hand. Well, wow, that's exactly right. Now, let me go on computer, because back then what I did was I simply laid them over right on top on computer, and I was like, well, here, I'll take the actual note and put the actual Twin Towers. Look, there it is, right here and right here. Is someone trying to tell me that that's not the Twin Towers? Okay, well then you're deaf, dumb, and blind. Now let me show you the Pentagon. So now again, right here, take a look right here. You see this rectangular building right here? Let's enlarge it. There you go. There's the Pentagon right here. What you're seeing on TV is the puppet show. What you're seeing right here is the real deal. This is going to happen. And they're staging, the puppet show is telegraphing what's going to happen. Okay, you see right here? That is the Pentagon right there, guys. There's the Pentagon bombing. Look, there's 1, 2, 3 rows of square windows. See, 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3 rows of square windows. Here's a rectangular white building. There's an explosion. There's 3 rows of square windows here. You can see the breach right here. Okay, you're telling me that somehow on one U.S. currency note just happens to have an image that looks just like the Twin Towers blowing up, and also an image that has just like the Pentagon blowing up, that just happens to be on one $20 bill that was made in 1996? And you think that's possible? Anyone that thinks that that's possible without being orchestrated is a delusional. So look, see the 3, okay, here we go. There you go. There's the Pentagon right here. See the rectangular building right here? See the breach and the smoke and the rectangular building. So look, rectangular building, breach and smoke, rectangular building. Now, let me go back and show you the windows, because in this image right here, they're not that clear, but I have other images. There you go. Ready? You see the windows? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 rows of square windows. See them? 1, 2, 3 rows. Right? Ready? Hang on, let me frame it up with this thing real quick. You see it? 3 rows of square windows. There it is. I have clearly identified the Twin Towers, and I've clearly identified the Pentagon on a bill that was made in 1996.
Can't argue it. So let's take a look. There's that. See the tidal wave coming over the building? Oh, you mean like what they're talking about right here? Let's listen one more time.
Big sub. It's a torpedo, and it has a range of 6,000 miles, and it can travel 3,000 feet deep at 110 miles an hour. And you can find that if you had to. And
right.
if it explodes offshore, it will generate a tsunami 900 feet tall, which will go inland 30, 40 miles and wipe out everything. Depending on the
there you go. So
megatonnage of the warhead, of course. But they can do that.
Our Mark IVs that are nuclear tipped, but I was going to say there's other talk that the Russians have another torpedo. Actually,
So anyway, so these were these guys talking about this, and there's some images of what that might look like. And there is your new $10 bill with the exact same image on it. I mean, really? Seriously, really? Okay, well, let's keep watching. Bills that no one else knew what was on those bills. That is an identical match to the side of the building of the Alfred P. Moore building. It's coming now. Pentagon right there. See the Pentagon? See the Pentagon? Yep, no doubt about it. I'm going to show you the old $10 bill, or the latest $10 bill. There it is. That's a tidal wave coming over a building with a radioactive sky. The sky is radioactive. There's a nuke in the background. This is a tidal wave. This is a building right here, and when I move my hand, you will see this building's reflection in the water. There it is. This is the water right here. Okay, that's the $10 bill. The $100 bill has come out, the new $100 bill. This is urgent, viral, get it out. It's coming, I guarantee it. The prophetic utterance the Lord gave me in 2007, it is, many of those things have already happened. This is the end of it. Get ready. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, the hand of the oppressor has been lifted against you. And out of the sea shall come fire and smoke and a devouring wind. Water as high as the walls of Jerusalem shall cover the city by the sea, and great shall be the destruction of that city. Here is the new $100 bill. The 10 has been turned upside down. Anyone that watches my ministry should know what that means. Here come contrails of missiles right here. Here's a contrail of a missile coming in, exploding. Coming in from this side right here, exploding. The reason I'm showing it to you on this is because once you put it in a higher resolution, it's difficult to see. But with the naked eye, here again is the contrail coming in, missile exploding. This is going to be New York City, and you're going to see the water coming through now after this. Here are the buildings. Here are the buildings right here. See the buildings right now? I'm going to pause this because I know how YouTube people get. They're going to be like, oh, it's a submarine. It's a torpedo. And you're saying contrails. Let me tell you something. Behold, the hand of the oppressor has been lifted against you, and out of the sea shall come fire and smoke and a devouring wind. Water as high as the walls of Jerusalem shall cover the city by the sea, and great shall be the destruction of that city. That's it, okay? Don't get caught up in semantics. Don't get caught up in, mechanics. Get caught up in the reality that this is New York City being destroyed by nukes and water. That's all you need to get caught up in. It's on your money. Right here. Okay, you see all this ink right here that makes the unidirectional lines? There's darker ink in certain spots. You'll see it. Okay, these unidirectional lines is movement towards the subject. Okay, I'm going to pause this. I want you guys to watch this. This is so amazingly phenomenal because the program that I used to do this was from, it was a really, really old version of Paint Shop Pro, and I did it back on a really old gateway where you were able to actually scan the money. You can't scan money anymore. But your scanners won't do it. You can't work on U.S. currency like this anymore. Well, that old computer I have is dead now. It died. I don't have the technology to go back and reproduce what you're looking at here. You'd have to go get really old technology. There were 3 layers of ink that were exposed as I increased the magnification in Paint Shop Pro. And when you increase those three layers, watch what happens. These buildings disintegrate. This building right here, and the building here, and the building here, and everything disintegrates as a nuclear wind just comes and hits you in the face. It comes right at you. So watch this. This is mind-blowing. Which is us. As I change the magnification, you're going to see all of this. All of this is going to turn to waves coming in from those nukes that went down. and they're going to be destroying the city. Watch. Here it goes. There it is. See it?
Look at that. Oh my gosh. Did you see the 3 different layers? Look, there's one layer.
Here it goes. There it is. See it?
There's another layer. Look. And here comes the next layer. Bam! Oh my gosh. Guys, that's your freaking money. Okay, well, the Lord already let me prove that the other bombings are on the U.S. currency. It's a proven fact. It is a fact. This is your new $100 bill. They're talking about, oh, Russia's got this really badass long-range tsunami-causing nuclear warhead that destroys coastal cities. Here it comes.
That changed. See how it gets all fluffy? Boom. There it is.
Wow.
Buildings being wiped out. There it is. See the water? That's water. I'm going to go back. Look. There it is. Now picture the water coming at you. Boom. Boom.
Look at that. I mean, look at that image. Okay, now we're going to fade this image on top of an actual image from a movie called The Day After. Just watch. There you go. No, that's not what it is. Oh, wow. Oh, no, that's not what it is it? Of course it is. Watch over here. Oh, there you go. Like water just destroying, rushing through the city. See it? I told you.
Water coming at you. Boom. 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 Devastation. Let me show you what's going to precipitate that.
Okay, I'm sorry, the program glitched, but let's wrap this up. So here's all that old currency I had in this, this old paint shop profile, see? And I could change the magnification of those 3 layers of ink. Let me show you what's on the back side of it.
Here's the other side of the $100.
Let me show you what's on the back side of it. You see the missile going in the water? Watch this. This is amazing. Here's the fins of a missile here and here. This is like exhaust coming out. And this all makes a splashdown. Don't worry about the propaganda about the Russian sub-tsunami missile. It's printed on your money. Satan's going to nuke New York City. Remember, Barack Obama said he's not worried about Russia. He's worried about a nuke going off in Manhattan.
Bill, I'm going to enlarge it. There you go. This is all water splashing up. This is a missile right here. There are the fins of the missile. Here's the fuselage of the missile and the head of the missile impacting into the water. This ink represents the water going up and a nuke. Watch as I change the magnification.
Watch the magnification.
There it is.
See? There it is. There's it. See? There's those 3 layers of ink I'm talking about. No way. Sorry. No way. That's it. Let's get.
So my response then continues to be what I believe today, which is Russia's actions are a problem. They don't pose the #1 national security threat to the United States. I continue to be much more concerned when it comes to our security with the prospect of a nuclear weapon going off in Manhattan.